Alright, so here's one of my first Tech Tuesday RC YouTube videos. So in this video, I'm gonna explain how to get your wiring better. So I'll leave a link to all the tools you need to use. Alright, so here's the tools you're gonna need. So to begin with, you're gonna want some Newbie-pro pliers, some small ones. These are just some from Harbor Freight. Pick them up for like $1 or $2. You just want some small ones. You could probably just get away with some like teeny little dikes. I just like these because sometimes there's I'll show you in a second. Sometimes these crimpers do not get the second pin, so you sometimes have to use a needle nose tip to get that in. These are just some crimpers I got the track. I'll put links to it down below. And then you're gonna want just as small as you can get Allen, maybe like some tweezers or something to push the wire down in there. 1.5, it'll get the job done. It might mess up your wire just a little bit, but it'll be okay. If you do mess up on the servo pin kit, cut the wire too short, I do recommend picking up a female set. That'll help you but practice on wire beforehand. Don't just go straight to your car. I had to practice on a couple wires to get this dialed in. So let's go show you how to do this. So here we have our fan wire. This wire is going to be pretty flimsy, difficult to do. One of the more difficult wires to do it with. That's why I want to make this video. I already wired in all of this real nicely, and like, I'm trying. My car, I'm fixing up all the wiring, rebuilding the whole thing right now, so stay tuned for that. But you want to cut to the right size. Some slack is good, so I say about there's quite good. Then lay the wire down flat in here so it's less visible. Alright, so you have the wires cut to length. Plugging it into this because I'm running a 17.5 stock car, and the ESC doesn't get too hot. It's just a little warm, right where you want it. Which is pretty crazy because it's running this Yaw Racing, like, crazy big capacitor. Next Tech Tuesday, I'll be talking about speed tips and how to get more out of your car and how to get more out of your motor. So I'll show you how to do the pins. Okay, so here's your servo pins. You want to break them off like this, just wiggle them back and forth, come right off. These are gold and silver pin connector tips. So sometimes the crimper doesn't get all the way down on this, if you don't set it up right. So I just like to use, these. So, you can do a little bit of it. So yeah. Alright, so you got your crimpers. These are a must-have for this small of a job. You're going to want to put, if I get this focused in on, you want to put it in the inside hole. Pretty simple and easy on this side. The side that has the dialer for this. Or the thicker side of the plier. Once you have it in, it should look like that. And slip it back in if it comes out through the bottom. So I probably missed a step. I don't know why I did that first, but you got this. Now these, you gotta remember your positive and negative. So once you know your positive and negative, you can positive goes in the middle. Then you have your, hold up, that's not a good wire to show you guys on. I messed up on this wire, but it's negative, positive middle pin, right pin is signal. If you don't have the photopic plugs, it's fine just to reverse it. I've ran it like that for a little bit because I forgot, you had to do that. So once you have this hooked in, you got your wires, 2 right here. You got this right here. You're going to want to cut your wires that have about 3 mil. So let me get this to 3 mil and I'll come back. Okay, got that one done. Now, one way to check if it's at that setting you want, the 3 mil, is you grab your 1.5 driver. Unless you have a 3 mil driver, that's amazing. I just like to do it with 1.5, and then just double it. So it's just a bit longer, that's fine. So now you're gonna want to grab your crimper, put it in through the installation side, of course. So you slip it in through this side. You might want to spin the wire just a little bit. It might be sprayed out just a little. And then you put this in. Put it in just barely. So I kind of missed the pin out here. I don't know why my pliers have never, I feel like they've never gotten that like second bit of that pin. I've always just done the first. So I just grab these, do it just a little bit. That's perfect. That's what you want it to look like. So you got your insulation. That insulation's perfect. And you got your wire that goes through there, and that connects through that pin. So I'll be back to show you what goes where. Okay, so we have the wire all crimped up. The positive is in the middle, like so. And then you slip it in as far as you can. And then you grab your, wait for a little click. I like to just use like a pick, X-Acto knife, literally hundreds of things work just to get it in there. Wait for that click. Okay, it's tight. Do like a little test before you trust it in your car. And you just do the same for the other side. Okay. It's all wired up. Positive, negative. There you go. Test the connection. Make sure you can pull on it quite a bit. Make sure it's pretty tight. Don't be pulling on super hard, rip all the wire out, but just you'll know when it's pretty good. And that is how you wire servo pins in your RC car.